Hello YouTubes, welcome back to yet another quarantine edition build. We're going to do this guy today. I'm one third of the Trio of Terror. My brothers Vic Springston and Dave at the Weird Kid Channel Show are also doing daily uploads and vlogs and stuff. We are by far the hardest working guys on YouTube right now. We just started a new Trio of Terror page on Facebook. I'll try and find the link and put it below. You can look us up on Facebook and post all your projects. Anything you want to put. We don't ban anything. There's no strings attached. You guys feel free to upload as much as you want, your own projects, and interact with all the other artists that are on that page. Today, I want to do a Firebat. I'm sure you guys have all seen these guys hanging around. I've got one that I didn't really get a chance to do with much last year. The batteries burn out in a year for the eyes. They kind of suck. But I love that it's big, and I want to make him a Firebat. I've never done this before. I've never seen it done. So if an epic fails, then I just sucked on YouTube. So I've already kind of prepped this guy. I don't like painting on fresh paint. That's just the painter in me. I don't like painting on anything smooth. So I've already taken a red Scotch-Brite and scuffed this guy down. I taped up his little eyeballs, even though I'll never use them again because the batteries are already corroded and his eyes don't work anyways. But I figured I'd tape them anyways. And I want to do a ping pong ball in his mouth to keep his jaws forced open. Because I want to corpse this guy. There we go. Yeah, just like so. I want to corpse this guy, only I don't want to use the standard, painter's tarps or whatever. I want to use one of these guys. Biohazard bag. And where can you find these guys? Next time you go to the doctor's, it's under the tongue depressors and the cotton balls in that little cabinet underneath. So today, I want to try and corpse him with the red bag. It's a little bit thicker than the standard corpsing material because it is for organs and whatever other crap they stick in these bags. So instead of going ahead like most normal corpsing and staining these guys first, since he's a white skeleton, I want to go ahead and I want to black him out first. And this is going to be different. On my guy, when I hang my bats up every year, I always put a little eye hook through their feet. And I usually hang them on the gutter, or you can hang them on a tree, or you can put a cable through both the eye hooks if you want and turn them the other way. That's just how I hang mine. It works great. I usually stick mine on the gutters, and then I can just pick them off with a broom and get them down for the year when I put them away on after Halloween. So we've got this guy basically ready to go. I'm going to use your standard 2X flat black Rust-Oleum, and you could use gloss too, it'd be fine, it wouldn't matter. But I want to black this guy out first, and we're going to skip the stain route. So I don't want to go too crazy on his ribs. It's okay if you leave a little bit of bone showing. But I basically just want to black him out so he looks like he's got burnt black bones and ash. So I'm going to black him out, and when we come back, we'll go to our next step, which would be the red bag. We'll do some corpsing on him. Okay, so we're getting there. I'm going to go ahead and heat gun him. Y'all know I hate freaking waiting. But he's taking a little bit to paint. It's kind of hard getting all the little spines and stuff like that. So I'm going to heat gun the hell out of him. Get him to a flat black color. We're going to bust out that biohazard bag, and we're going to start doing some corpsing. Come on, bat boy. Alrighty, so this guy's pretty dry. Went ahead and heat gun the hell out of him. I went ahead and took my biohazard bag and I cut it open wide. If you happen to get some of these at the doctor's office, try and get 2 bags or however many's not obvious. And you want to cut it open. Make it be able to stretch across your bat. Now you're going to need a big bag for little bats. You can probably do 5 or 6 little bats with this guy. But you basically just want to be able to cover the whole skeleton. And with that being painted black, you can see you get the light coming through it. So that's why we went ahead and painted it black versus staining it. And then if you guys do get the biohazard bags, you want to cut your excess into little strips. This way you have strips for the front, because we're going to corpse the front of this in between the ribs of the wings. So cut your leftover front of your bag in scraps and long strips. And if you guys happen to have a biohazard symbol on it, hey, save that for another project. Might be able to put a light behind it and make it look cool on another biohazard project or something. So save that part. And then make some strips. So what we're going to do now, this guy's pretty dry. I want to go ahead, and since this is transparent, I want to go ahead, I want to spray this guy down. His whole backside, it ain't got to be pretty, with some Super 77. Don't use the Super 90 because that stuff's pretty hot. That's made for thicker like upholstery and stuff, so I wouldn't chance it. Stick with the 77. You get this stuff at Amazon or the Home Depot for like 10 bucks a can. So we just want to hose this guy down. Be pretty generous with your glue. Go all the way up to the feet. Hit the back of his head. You don't have to get up front of his wings right now. We'll do that in a little bit. But just wherever you can get it, you just painting a skeleton with glue. All right, that's cool. We're going to give that a couple minutes to tack up. And I'm going to take this whole bag and I'm going to stretch it out over his skeleton. It doesn't have to be super tight. I don't know how much this is going to contract once I hit it with the heat gun. That's going to be interesting to find out. So this may not work. So if I ruin one of your bat skeletons because you painted it black and the plastic don't work, just tell me in the comments you want to punch me in the face for ruining your bat. So we're going to let that tack up. It's already tacky. And we're just going to lay the bag up there. Just want to touch them. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and get a razor blade. I'm going to trace out in between his bones. I'm going to take this piece and just wrap it around the front. And I think we'll be okay. I'm going to pull this a little bit. Stick it in my back wrap. More like that. Okay, that's mo better. All right, I'm gonna get the razor blade. I'm gonna cut out in between. I'm gonna fold that stuff around to the front side. So I'll do that next. All right, I got bad boy trimmed out. I'm gonna go ahead and glue his edges and wrap the plastic around. I should have done that before. Just go ahead and hit the bones and everything. Just all his outside edges of his wings. And go ahead and hit the plastic too. And his legs. So I'm going to get all this folded over once this tacks up, and then I'll go back and I'll put some individual strips over his individual finger bones on his wings. And then we can turn the heat gun on once I get them basically corpsed up where I want them, and then we can kind of poke some holes in it and shrink it and get them corpsed up. Okay, so he's kind of tucked and I'm just kind of wrapping stuff and folding it in on itself. Next I'm going to do his little finger bones in his wings, so I'm just going to hit the inside of his wing with the Super 77. These are the excess strips I cut out of the bag. I'm just going to hit those with glue, and then you can go ahead and stick them right up there and cover his wing. You can do thin strips, thick strips, it don't matter, it's up to you. Just get them stuffed in there any old way, don't matter, jam them in the hole. I'm going to do another one on this little wing bone. Jammed up in there. Just so you get to basically cover, so you still see your bone through it. And then I'll trim off any excess. And I'm going to go ahead and do all his wings. I'm going to wrap his rib cage, but I want to leave the top open because we're going to put some lights in there. And then I'll wrap his head a little bit and do some stuff by his jaws. But I'll basically finish corpsing him, just spray glue, slap on a piece of plastic, and he's good to go. And we'll be ready to start poking some holes in it and heat gunning this thing. All right, so the Firebat's all wrapped up like an ugly little Christmas present. Any little extra heavily dangly stuff I can just trim off now. It doesn't matter. The rest you just want to leave. It don't matter. I'm just going to take a little punch tool, poke some holes in here and there. They can give me that little bit of Swiss cheese look by his mouth. We're going to have to open this up, which is no big deal. But yeah, just poke some holes in them. Alright. Got a little excess here. I'm just going to go ahead and trim off. A little more here. Alright. Do the final smash down. Get them off the back drop. Alright, let's turn the heat gun on this bad boy. Ugh. Alrighty, here's your standard corpsing. Okay, so it's stretching for a thicker bag. I want to be able to see that black skeleton. You can see sort of the translucence of him. Definitely go ahead and start in the back, not gonna hurt anything. Wrinkle up his back. Little nubby feet. Oh yeah. Looks all desiccated and nasty. Go a little more that's closer to his head. There we go. Get some holes going in there. Alright, Firebat. Blast him in the face. Oh, wrong way. Alright. Alright, it's going to melt it down. Alright, you guys get the picture. I'm going to go ahead and corpse this guy. I'm going to heat gun him. Get everything where I'm happy and smashed down. Then we'll move on to a little bit of paint. We'll call this guy done. He'll be ready to hang up in the rafters. Alright, we got him all corpsed up. I'm pretty happy with him. Got some holes in the wings. I think we're going to go ahead and throw some paint on him. I want to throw some orange first and then put some yellow. And then I'm going to light up his chest and we'll call him done. But I went and looked through my collection and I actually have a real Firebat. They're kind of small guys. I think they're from like the Java, Indonesia area. I think they're Caravula picta is what they're called. They're also called painted bats. But these guys are pretty bright and colorful. So I thought, okay, cool. We need to have a bat like that. So this is an actual real one. And we're going to make that guy look something similar to the real thing. So I've got some orange here. I just want to dust on. And much like the Fishman painting guts, I want to dust on, wipe off. Just hit them higher points, wipe it off. Just to give it that little hint of color. But keep that red because I want to see them bones when he's lit up at nighttime. So I'm going to just dust color. And you guys, again, can take this as much or as little as you want. It's kind of up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and rub on. And then I'm going to throw some yellow on them too. And kind of rub it off. And then see where I get them. Where, like a rough middle ground where I like them at. Alright, so what do you guys think, man? He's getting there. I'm happy with the paint. I've got these AGP Tech tea lights. They're flameless. These guys run on a little button cell battery. You turn them on, and they run for 6 hours, and then they shut off automatically. Just like that. They have a kind of a little flicker light in, which I think is pretty cool. I got these on Amazon for, I think, 15 or 16 bucks for a box of 32. You can use them. They last at least a good month, and they're still bright. So instead of buying new batteries for these things, you use them, throw them away. These things are not made for wet areas. And my bat usually hangs on a gutter. So what I want to do is take 3 of these. I'm going to turn them on, stuff them in a little baggie. And I'm going to put them on his chest, or down in his chest cavity. So he has that kind of flickering flame light. You could also put a light on the ground, one of those little flame lights, and light him up that way too. To kind of pick up his reds and his oranges and stuff like that. So I'm going to switch this backstrap around. Get it to where it's all white. I'm going to put these lights in his chest. Let's take a look at this guy lit up. And then we'll call him done. Alrighty, he's all lit up. That's 3 little tea lights in a Ziploc baggie in his chest. Like I said, you ain't got to touch them. They go on for 6 hours and they shut off. And when Halloween's over, you take them out, you throw them away. You don't even bother buying new batteries. At so many a piece for 16 bucks. It ends up being like 50 cents for one of those little tea lights. So for if you throw 3 or 4 or even 5 in there, for $2.50, you light your whole bat up for all of Halloween, and you ain't got to touch them until Halloween's over. I don't think you can beat that deal. They have that cool little look that kind of bounces off all the reds and stuff, so I'm pretty happy with them. I can't complain. I always kind of wanted to make a Firebat. This is just my different way of corpsing with actual colored plastic versus the clear stuff and using the stain. We just went ahead and slapped some paint on them, blacked them out so you could see these bones. Especially if he had a lit up scene or he was backlit from the backside, his black bones would jump out more, so hey, not too bad for a Firebat, I think. So that's my Firebat. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you get a chance, go post your projects on the Trio of Terror page. Myself, Vic Springston, and Dave LePage at the Weird Kid Show channel. You guys are more than welcome to post your pics of your projects, of what you made, or ask questions about how we did something. We're more than happy to answer your questions. So if you get a chance, check out the Trio of Terror page. Check out me at Cobwebs and Candlesticks page on Facebook. And ask away, man. Post your questions. Post your projects. Show us what you guys are building in this downtime. hey, we got the downtime, now it's time to build because Halloween's coming. It waits for no man, so this is my Firebat, everybody. I hope you like it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.